How's your Monday going? It's a brand new day. It's a brand new week. Remember, every day is an opportunity to basically do what you want to do. Yes, we can sit fixated in the past, but guess what? Nothing actually changes. Today, we're talking about breaking barriers, how education and resilience empower women in business. SubhanAllah, it is your Urban Women Show, and we are also specifically in Women's Month. Now, in a world where women in business still battle uphill against systematic barriers, one woman's journey stands out as a beacon of hope. We're going to be chatting with Sister Jamila Bidar. She's the founder of Teba Realtors. She is joining us live on our screen, so Facebook and YouTube. Do join us there. Connect with us if you want. Drop in your questions if you wish. She started with financial struggles, basically. She didn't just step into real estate, if you're wondering how it happened, from a place of privilege, but she did start with financial struggles. There was a self-doubt. We know about that, and a dream. Along the way, she faced personal storms, from family challenges to a battle with cancer, subhanAllah, yet she emerged stronger, driven by faith and the belief in lifelong learning. Today, we share her story, a powerful reminder that it's never too late to educate yourself. Rise above obstacles, remember, and also it's never too late to redefine what success truly means. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Jamila. It's an absolute pleasure to have you join us on Urban Women and Radio Al Ansar this morning.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah for that, Razia.
Barakallah. I think it's so inspiring to hear of your very different challenges. I mean, cancer is one that I think if our listeners or anybody our viewers are going through it and know a family member that's going through it, they know the challenge that comes. So subhanAllah, you've really taken what our deen says, study, basically seek knowledge from cradle to the grave. So let's start from the beginning. What was or what was going through your mind basically during that financial strain period when your confidence was low, and also what pushed you to act despite the fear?
Okay. At that time, I felt like I was standing at a crossroad with no map. My confidence was at all time low. And I questioned whether I was capable of making a change or was capable of more. But deep down, I knew that I had to rewrite my story. Not in, and when I felt like that, I felt that it's not just about surviving, but to survive, I needed to make the change. At that time, my faith carried me, and I told myself, if I do not take the first step now, I will always wonder, what if? And I think that was my turning point.
Yeah, that's so true. I can actually resonate with that. I always said I'm going to finish my degree because I don't want to be in my 40s thinking if only should had, could have. You have to definitely do it. And then the waswas of shaitan will come later on. And that's where you then just stuck in that spiral. So, subhanAllah, you actually returned to night school at the age of 36 to complete your matric. And that's obviously a courageous step. What was that experience like? And also, how did it transform your outlook?
Well, walking into a classroom after so many years was both terrifying and liberating. I was surrounded by people of all ages, and but mostly it was at that time because it was after the 1994 elections. Night school was available for us, so it was more African students. And at first, I felt out of place because I was not used to it. But then I realized that I wasn't competing with anyone. I was basically investing in myself. Completing my matric was my stepping stone. My late mother-in-law had learned to read and write at the age of 60. So
SubhanAllah.
I knew it's never late to start again. In fact,
Mhm.
at that time, became one of my happiest moments of my life because I
Wow.
went for maths tuition and
Uh-huh.
it gave me an opportunity to go with my son. We
Wow.
drove the same car, but in class, he would basically sit behind me with his girlfriend, and I would pretend that I didn't know him. Um, so after class, we'd quietly drive back home, and we didn't make too much of it in class, like it's mother and son. But
Mm.
that's how we took it, and those moments gave us a very special bond. And I can share a lot of funny stories, which both of us would laugh about today. But it was actually a good experience for me.
Alhamdulillah, it's all about perspective. As you said, it was about you making the choice and the decision to invest in yourself rather than looking at, oh, fear of judgment and things like that. And, when you look at the bigger picture and how it's enriching, it really gives you that power. Now, you also,
No doubt.
a cancer survivor. So, how did your health battle actually shape your mindset and approach to business and to life as well?
Well, cancer changes you in many ways which you cannot explain, and it strips you down to its rawest form and makes you see what truly matters. It taught me to slow down, to appreciate all the small moments in life, and to live with intention, and also to make the most of every day. In business, it made me more caring and understanding, and I listen more. I understand to the struggles of what people face. And with all that, I think that is what helps me to strive, to strive and to treat people and my clients more with genuine care, because life is too short for anything else. And more than anything else, I think when a client sits and they talk to you, I can understand, and also, because it's people's amanat, a house is given with an amanat, and because of that amanat, I truly try to handle it with care, like how I would handle my own or even my parents.
SubhanAllah, I think that is the whole beauty of tests and challenges is that it's got to hit our hearts to such a point where we have the compassion, which is a beautiful sunnah as well, sort of turning in the other way. Now, in South Africa, we know that many women entrepreneurs actually face systematic barriers from the access to capital to not being taken seriously. What has been your own experience in a male dominated real estate sector?
It's not an easy space for women, especially when you're building your business from the ground and up, without any financial backing. I had to work twice as hard and to be taken seriously. There were times when my ideas were dismissed, and I learned that the, I learned to let my work speak louder than my prejudice. Over time, consistency and integrity earned me respect. My advice to women in this field is to know your worth, stand your ground, and never let anyone make you feel like you don't belong at the table.
Absolutely. If Allah Azza wa Jal created you, you have a purpose to serve in this world, and you need to know that. And only you can do that for yourself. So, a beautiful message to our ladies. In light of your journey, Sister Jamila, what would you say is the real meaning of success for women in business?
For me, success is not just about numbers or titles. It's about balance, being able to run a business and also be true and to your values. So for me, before even business, I need to be honest. I take my family life very, very important. So my business is there, but my family and my home comes first. Caring and also caring for my loved ones and making a difference in the community has always been my number one. So success is when your work and your heart is aligned, or else I feel you don't feel you're not in a good space.
Beautiful and well said. Absolutely. Welcome that alignment and everything is in balance. And that again is all part of the sunnah. I love it. Now your story, subhanAllah, it touches on purpose, faith, and peace. How do those values actually influence your leadership and also your business style?
So my purpose is rooted in service. Helping people find a home is a privilege for me, and I always approach it with sincerity. My faith always grounded me. It reminds me that everything I have is by Allah's will, and I must use it responsibly. Peace comes from knowing that I'm doing my best with honesty and kindness. I lead with compassion because I believe people remember how to make. Because I believe in people, I believe that you got to make them feel special more than anything else.
That's so true. Touch the heart space because everybody is looking for that, no matter what it is. We're all searching for love, and sometimes we do it in a very pathological way, not realizing that it's actually love that we're searching for. We need to wrap up due to time. If I can quickly ask you, what kind of a legacy do you hope to actually leave? Because you've had an inspiring journey, which you've turned around. So, not just for your family, but for young women listening in today who actually want to follow in your footsteps.
So I want my children, my grandchildren, every young woman listening to me, that no matter where you start, you can create a life of meaning. I hope my story shows that setbacks are not the end; they can be the beginning of something greater. I want to leave behind a legacy of faith, resilience, and service. A reminder that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to keep going despite it. I think.
Absolutely. Fear will always be there. Fear will always be there, but it's that confidence, that tawakkul, that I'm going to do it anyway, and then we'll see, because it's about stepping out of that comfort zone and breaking those barriers. It's been so wonderful chatting with you. I say very inspiring. May Allah Azza wa Jalla allow you to view the challenges in a way that is meant to always grow you and uplift you, because I firmly believe that Allah Azza wa Jalla never tests anybody, as He promises in the Quran, with more than they can handle. So there's always khair in it. As we wrap up, just one word to describe your journey.
Oh, I actually, forgive me, but I would have two words: one for
Okay,
business and one for personal.
go
So
for it.
my personal would be resilient, business rewarding.
Subhanallah. Jazakallah khair. It's been so wonderful chatting with you. May Allah Azza wa Jalla keep you well with afia and allow you to go up that ladder in life in both worlds. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Barakallah. Right. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And that was Sister Jamila chatting with us about how she broke those barriers and handled life and been through it with such resilience. Sister Jamila Badar from Teba Realtors. So I hope her story was inspiring. Women, remember, the challenges will come, even brothers that are listening in. Don't just say, I'm broken and I can't and I can't and I can't. Allah Azza wa Jal has showed us so many beautiful ways of which we can. He's given us so many things that we can actually reach out and use and take at our disposal. But if you allow yourself to grow, ask yourself, what am I meant to learn from this? And if Allah Azza wa Jal is putting me through this test, He's also going to help you. Inna ma'al usri yusra. Remember that. And He won't test you with more than you can handle. So just remember that. A beautiful, inspiring segment. Let's go for a break.